Hello, and today we're looking at the Oculus Quest 2, which is the latest VR headset to come from the Oculus company. And these are pretty hard to get hold of. As you can see, we're going to get a headset, 2 touch controllers, the batteries for the controllers, some spacers for the glasses, and rather annoyingly, a Facebook account is required for this particular model. And this is the 256 gig model, which is very hard to get hold of. Someone on Amazon has really cranked up the price on it, pretty much doubling the price it should be. So make sure you pick it up at its normal retail price, because it's a decent price if you buy it like that. So let's have a quick look at the box and see if we've got any tech specs or any information about this device, should you have been living under a rock. As you can see, there's a load of games pitched here. Echo VR, I believe, is a free one. And this Jurassic World is not the actual game. I think it's more of a sort of a looking at things. But I can't remember. I haven't actually seen everything. Interesting, they're advertising the Climb 2, which isn't out yet. And obviously Beat Saber is a very popular game. In fact, I think all of these games are, reasonably popular. Now, the actual setup of this machine is it's a standalone sort of ARM processor device, but you can also tether it to a PC, which is great, and with a mod you can also get it Wi-Fi. As you can see, the actual box is pretty premium quality cardboard. It just literally flips open nice and easily, and inside we've got our 2 controllers, the visor itself, and a power supply, which also I believe contains the manual. And yeah, this is the little spacer if you need to wear glasses, because one of the downsides of the Oculus is there's not too much adjustability as standard with it. So here is the manuals and a fairly standard sort of USB adapter and cable, although they're not your normal USB. I believe they're USB-C, not USB 3. Now you're going to need a tablet, as well as obviously setting up your handles, and you know which hand to hold it in because the button will be on the inside. So this one here, that's for your left hand, so the button on the inside for your thumb is what you want. Ignore my dirty screen. We're going to need to install an app on this and set up our Oculus headset. You will, as I mentioned when looking at the box, need a Facebook account. So it's all set up now. I've charged it overnight, and I've fitted the glasses spacer. The little black bit there just pulls off. You click in the spacer, click back in that, and away you go. As I said, not too much adjustability, which is a bit of a pain, but I got it all working, and my glasses fit under the headset with a little bit of persuasion. So that's a slight downside to this. The tablet is needed for setup, but once you've got it all set up, you don't really need to keep it going, so that's good. Now, if I remember correctly, I turned on Bluetooth on my tablet, I added the headset, I went through a load of configuration steps, it all just went smoothly, but rather annoyingly, you will need to put the Wi-Fi password into your headset using the controllers, so make sure you got your Wi-Fi password to hand. So that was a bit of a pain to sort out, but yeah, not too bad, and it all was up and running very quickly. Played with it for about an hour, trying out the demos, and the quality on this is really, really good actually. It's probably not going to be as good as a standalone unit for a PC. Now bear in mind that's going to set you back probably $2 to $3 grand to get the top of the range processor, memory, video card and headset. So it's not going to quite compete with that, but it's going to blow away, for example, the PlayStation VR. Now I haven't seen how good the PlayStation 5 with the VR is. They might be about equal, I've heard, but there are some advantages to the Oculus. It has a nice bright, crisp display. I don't think it does really deep blacks as well as some other headsets. The tracking's really good, and the battery, definitely an hour, probably 2. You might even see 3 hours out of it, so you might need a battery expansion if you want to do long sessions on VR. Now, this is part 1 of what I hope to be a series of videos. I'm waiting for a PC connection cable to turn up, and once that's there, I can start thinking about recording the footage on the actual headset. Now, I believe you can stream it and then record it, or alternatively you can actually record it in the headset itself, which is why I wanted the bigger memory capacity model, because you can install more games and you've got more space to actually record directly on the device. Although I believe if you do that, you're only going to get one eye footage, so you're going to lose the VR effect, which is really good if you've never experienced VR. The sense of presence within the game or the video universe is pretty damn good on this, and it's nice and light. It's white, which is a bit of a problem, and it requires Facebook, which is a major problem for a lot of people and a real deal breaker for many who are missing out on this pretty cool piece of tech. So I'm sure other manufacturers will come out with a competitor to this, but it was pretty easy to set up. It was pretty smooth to sort of get used to it. A bit more adjustability would make this perfect. And I'm now going to look at the store, which unfortunately do have to tend to buy lots of RRP priced games, and they're not massively expensive, but on Steam they're a little bit more expensive. But as you can see, we don't need this tablet. All you need is what you see here to actually play this, and it's a great experience. So expect a part 2 video sometime in the future. So until the next one, happy gaming.